Hello, hello everyone. Happy Monday. All right, give me just a few minutes while I go in and find myself. And then let's see if I can share it. All right, I think it did it. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Kathy. I see they're like names are popping up. So even though you don't comment yet, it is showing me some of you that are popping on. Hey, Sharon. It was good to see you on Saturday, Sharon. I feel like I haven't seen you in forever. All right. I am going to start out with our prizes from last week. So Joanne Adams, you won the Wildcat bundle. So if you will just message me your address, which Kathy am I talking to? You, Catherine, I'm talking to you. I didn't see Kathy's name popping up, the other Kathy popping up. So I'm saying hey to you. Anyway, so Joanne Adam, you won this, and if you'll just message me your address, then I will get this in the mail to you. So congratulations for that. The prizes for this coming week that I will draw next week right before Facebook Live is the henna hearts, which this one's really cool. In the catalog, you'll actually see it's the annual catalog where the embossing powder is. They actually emboss this in gold and it looks really cool. So this is just a simple little set there. But I have the henna hearts and then also the new stripes and splatters embossing folders. They're the thicker embossing folders. These are really awesome, and I've got some projects soon that we will be using those on. So make sure you comment, you share, your name goes in, and I will draw next week. I'm gonna put those over there so I don't forget. Hello, Verna, how are you? Okay, so I just posted, I don't know, maybe an hour ago, 3 of the new in colors from Stampin' Up. They are kind of playing a little game right now with demonstrators, and of course people are posting them all over. Hey, Melissa. And they are kind of releasing the colors before the annual catalog comes out, which is really different than they've ever kind of done in the past. So anyway, just to let you know that I will be posting those. I will start posting the game in the morning. There's 2 colors left. So I'll post those in the morning because this past weekend I just did not have time to. With the event that I was at, I sat down for a little while, but not for very long. So, which is good. That's great. But anyway, so I didn't have time to start posting all that. And then, of course, this morning I wanted to post about Facebook Live because that was, you know, the thing to do. So anyway, I've posted 3 of the colors. They are really pretty. I'm super excited. And then we'll have 2 more tomorrow. Well, I'm sorry, today and tomorrow. There's actually one that they have given the clues on today, and I'll post that color later tonight whenever they post the actual color, and then we'll have one tomorrow. So anyway, so be on the lookout for those. If you don't have the current in colors and you want them, make sure that you get them because they will start selling out. The annual catalog will go on sale on March the 23rd. Okay, so when it starts to go on sale, everything starts selling out really quickly. So you don't want to miss out on that. I would say get your list together, and then on the 23rd, get it in so that you can do that. They don't ever discount the in colors. So if you want those, I'd say go ahead and get them. And then know that when the new annual catalog comes out, which is in May, I'll have the in color club, and I'll also have the paper share available. So I will be working on that as soon as I see the catalog, which is on the 23rd, which is Wednesday. So there is that. Right now, they do still have this Savings Are in Bloom. And it's the mini cut and emboss machine on sale for $48 instead of $60. And then you've got all of these stamp sets and bundles, well, stamp sets and dies, which are bundles here, that are on sale with it as well. They're all 20% off. So it's like you're a demonstrator, you get the 20% off. So, which is kind of awesome. And if you are a demonstrator, you get the 20% off, and then you get your 20% off when you sign out as in your demo account. So these are some great sets. I have a feeling these are probably some of the retiring ones. Makes me a little sad with the What's Cooking bundle, but it is what it is, right? So we will say goodbye and then say hello to some new cool stuff. So the other thing with this is for the month of March, if you spend $50 before tax and shipping with me, you get your name in a drawing in order to see if you could win your very own Stampin' mini cut and emboss machine. If you have one already, it's still great to have two. I have two of the big machines, and it works out really well, especially when I'm like designing for a class, because I can emboss in one and it's set up and ready to go, and then in the other one I can do dies and it's set up with that plate combination. So it's good to have two sometimes. But anyway, I've had lots of people take advantage of getting their name in the pot, and I'm super excited and thankful and grateful for all of that. So that will close on March the 31st. I will draw it so that I can order before this is no longer on sale, and then I will ship it to whoever actually wins. So all of that. Let's see, what else do I have? Let's see. I do have my class coming up on April the 2nd. Information is in the description of this video. I also have club, which is in the description of this video as well. An email will actually go out tomorrow about club. An email went out today about class. So make sure you check out your emails. I don't have the cards in front of me. They're still packed up. I have yet to finish unpacking my car. So everything's still packed away, or I'd show you all the cards. But anyway, so that is that. We are using quite a few stamp sets in the April class. So I'm super excited about those cards though, because I thought they turned out pretty good. So anyway, today we will actually move on quickly today. Today we are using the Cactus Cuties, and I will be honest with you, this is actually one of my favorite sets from the mini catalog, and a lot of my ideas for the cards for tonight, as well as the other ones that I've made, have all been from cakes. So I did a Pinterest search of cactus cakes and a whole bunch of stuff with different color combinations, which I do a lot. I get a lot of inspiration from cakes, like the fancy cakes that, that are real popular. So, anyway, I get a lot from that. So the cards tonight actually came from those. Started with the creation of that. So, let's start with this one. And this one was actually a swap card that I created back before the catalog even came out. This was one of the, we could pre-order as demonstrator. And this is one of the ones I did. Something that I found when I was searching cactuses was that black and pink are very popular for cactuses, especially in home decor. So that's kind of where I came up with this idea right here. So I'm going to pull out all my little ink pads here. I'm going to open them up just because I'm using them quite a bit on these. So, all right, so I'm going to set that aside. And then we're going to pull these out. Let me go ahead and fold my card base in half. All right, and then we're going to just set that there because we'll tie some ribbon around it in a minute. All right, so this piece right here, I'm gonna make sure I've got it going in the right direction. I do. I'm gonna grab my piercing mat so I can stamp on it. These are a little bit more solid images, so it is a little bit more, you need a little bit of extra cushion underneath it. And I gotta open the black memento. I'm gonna pull out all of my stamps that I need for it. All right. There's a lot. Okay, I think that's all. Yes, okay. So let's go ahead and we're gonna stamp this one from Bermuda Bay. And I'm just making sure that I get really good ink coverage on it just because they are so solid. So I want to make sure that it's not gonna leave like blotchy when it dries. All right, and then I am holding it down for just a little while. Okay, then we're gonna stamp this one in black memento, and I'm actually going to ink it up upside down. You can, if you are really picky about the solidness of your black, when you stamp this, you can also use StazOn ink, but just be careful. Make sure that when you do, that you clean your stamp right afterwards. All right. I've used this stamp a whole bunch, so I get a pretty good ink coverage with it. I also re-inked my black memento, and that seems to help as well. So just some extra little tips there for you. All right, now let's stamp our polished pink, which is one of our current in colors that will not be retiring. Polished pink will be around for a little while longer. Yay. I actually really like this polished, the polished pink. All right, and then we're gonna do Bermuda Bay with this. I might have actually used Coastal Cabana, but we're gonna do Bermuda Bay. Yeah, I used Coastal Cabana on the sample, but I'm gonna use Bermuda Bay tonight. All right, and then we're gonna take a scrap piece of paper and we're gonna stamp our pieces here, and this comes with a punch, so that's what the punch looks like. So I'm gonna actually stamp this piece over here so that when I stick it in, I'm not gonna waste a whole lot of paper with it. And that's gonna be in Pear Pizzazz. And we're gonna stamp it right there. Okay, and then we need the little one. We're gonna do it in Pear Pizzazz as well. And we're gonna stamp it twice. And I'm gonna stamp it there and there. Okay. Oh, I did forget on here, I need to stamp the little flower. And that's gonna be in polished pink as well. Like that. All right, I think that, oh, nope, I need to do the pot. So we're gonna do that in the black memento as well. And again, I'm turning it upside down, which seems to get a little bit better of a ink coverage on the stamp. All right, there we go. Okay, so let's do this one right here. We're gonna punch it out first. And you will notice that you're not gonna have a white border at all around your images, which is kind of neat. All right, and then we're gonna punch this one. And then we're gonna stick this in like this. And I'm flipping them over just so they don't go spewing everywhere. All right, so there we go. And then we're just going to take the additional pieces that we don't need, and we're going to throw those away. All right. Our little scrap pieces there. All right, so now we're going to bring this back in. We're going to pop this up kind of right in front of those. We're going to grab dimensionals. And let me grab one more. My fingers are struggling with getting it off. And then we're just gonna stick it right on down. Then this is gonna get popped up, and so are these. So we're gonna do dimensional there, dimensional there. I'm gonna adjust that down just a little bit. It was sticking over it. All right, on here, I'm gonna grab a new sheet so that I have the round ones, or the little hexagon ones. All right, because those will fit perfectly on there. All right, so let's take the backings off, and then we're gonna stick that right up underneath the pot, so it looks like it's inside the pot and not on the outside of it. And then we're gonna design these so they don't cover up too much of our black cactus there. All right, there we go. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add some embellishments to it. I'm going to use the classic matte dots. You can see I've really used these. I have a whole sheet on there except for the off-white ones, the very vanilla ones. All right, I'm grabbing my take your pick tool, and I'm going to take a little one. We're going to stick a little one there. Stick a larger one there, and then another little one right there. Okay. All right, so now let's put it all together. And I'm gonna take, and this is gonna get popped up, so I'm gonna go ahead and put some dimensionals on the back of it. We're gonna do a lot of popping up today, because y'all know how much I love me some dimensionals. All right, 3 there in the middle. My fingers really must not be working today because I can't get anything off the sheets here. There we go. They seriously don't want to come off. All right, and then one more so we know it stays. All right, and then we are popping up our black mat as well, so we're gonna put some dimensionals on it. One, 2, and 3, and then we need 1. Grab another sheet. 2 and 3. All right, so on this one, actually, before we do that, we need to tie our ribbon around it. So this is from the Pets one. It's the combo pack. And I love this trim. Absolutely love it. And we're just gonna tie a rather large bow over here. I'm gonna grab a mini glue dot. I'm gonna roll it up in a ball. If I can get it off. There we go. I'm just gonna roll it up in a ball, and I'm gonna stick it up underneath where my ribbon or where my twine is gonna come together so that I can adhere it down so I can tie a pretty tight bow. All right, there we go. Let me grab my scissors and we'll trim off this. And then we'll cut just a little bit off of that one. All right, now we'll come over here and take off our dimensionals, or take off the backings of our dimensionals, not the dimensionals. And then we're going to put it on our card base so that our ribbon, our bow is on the left-hand side. So we're just going to put it down right there. Okay. And then we're going to take the backings off of this. And I'm going to trim this off just a little bit because it's hanging over. Okay. And then we're just going to place this right down in the center. Right over the ribbon. Okay. Perfect. Now on this one, we need to do the inside because we don't have a sentiment, so we need to do an inside. I tried StampinUp.com. Oh, where can I get the bundles that are on sale? There's actually, Sharon, there's a link in the description of the video. Go click on that, and it'll take you right to my actual store for Stampin' Up. So we're going to actually stamp our sentiment on the inside. And we're going to stamp the large cactus. I'm going to make sure I do the right ones. All right, so we're going to do the polished pink. And then we're going to do this one. Stamp it there. Sorry, it had a glare on it. I was having a hard time there for a second. Oh, yeah. I messed that up, but that's okay. We're just going to leave it like that. We're not even going to worry about it. You could go in and take a another piece of white cardstock and just stick it right on over like that to cover up your little boo-boo. Which actually, you know what? Let's do that. Let's do that because it will bother me. So we're going to stamp that down just like that. Then let's do this one. And I might put my head a little bit into the camera just so I can make sure I get it. I'm going to move it down too. There we go. I think I got it this time. There we go. All right. And then we want to do our sentiment, which is, hope your day is on point, which is a pretty cool sentiment. And then we'll just stick it right down here at the bottom. Like that. All right, then we're gonna flip this over and we're gonna put regular adhesive on the back of it. There's always a way to fix what you call a mistake. Which that for me would be a mistake. And when I put this down, even though it is, you could see it kind of through when I put that down because that's really dark. You won't be able to now because it'll be covered up by the re-stamped part. Okay, so there we go. There is card number 1. I did forget to tell you that the blog post link is already in the description of this video. I did actually copy it and paste it right in before I went live. I had time to do that tonight. So you can find all of the measurements and all of the products that I used right there in on the blog. So, all right, let's go on to card number 2. And we're gonna do this one right here. Let me grab my chamois so that I can wipe off my current ink. All right, because I'm gonna need this one, and I know I'm gonna need this one again in a little while. And you still can't find them? Sharon, when I get off, I will text you the exact, when you get to the actual page, there should be at the top, there's always like a scrolling, like, banner, and it should be in there. let me see. Actually, hold on. I can go there now. Let's look. All right. All right, Stampin up.com. Oh, nope. There we go. No, hold on. I can't get it to pull up right now because it's telling me that I got too much open. But I'll send it to you as soon as I get off here. But there should be a banner at the top of it that scrolls that you should be able to kind of pull it up from. Because usually they have it in like the announcement section. So, all right, I'm going to go ahead and clean all of these. Just so that that is done. All right, I think that was it. Okay, so let's do card number 2. Now, card number 2 is going to be a little longer. I took the little flower and I just punched it out a whole bunch of times with the little flower from the punch. So we're going to go ahead and punch a whole bunch of those to start off with. Like pull in all the supplies for this one. I went ahead and punched out 3 of them. Well, they were kind of extras from when I was putting the card together. So, all right. So all we're going to do is I'm literally just going to go through and I'm just going to punch a bunch of them. And I'm going to see if I can get it so that I'm not wasting as much paper. But I'm probably going to waste a whole bunch of it. That's what makes it tricky about these builder punches sometimes. All right, let me see if I can. Then we'll have to go through and get rid of some of the trash from there. They're flying all over the place. Ah. All right. All right, I think that should be enough. All right, now let me throw all of my trash away. And let's see. All right, I have to go through and pick them out. All right. And there. And this is the messy part of the builder punches. Okay, there we go. Not too difficult though. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we are going to go ahead and we're going to stamp our sentiment at the very bottom so that we know we don't cover that up and that we have room for it when we put it all together. So we're going to stamp hello right here, and then we're going to stamp it again right about there. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and let's stamp our little pot. We're going to put those kind of on last just because we want to put it around and make sure that we're, you know, that we're seeing them all, and you don't need to do extra ones to cover up there. So, all right, so we're going to stamp this, and we're going to stamp it in Mango Melody. Make sure I put that in the, oh, let me grab my piercing mat again. All right, so we're going to stamp that there like that. And then we are going to stamp one more time with the cactus top, and we're going to do that in Granny Apple Green. Stamp it there. All right, I'm going to take my scissors really quick and cut off this excess over here because we don't need any of that. And then we're going to stick this through the punch. So we're going to stick this here. We need to cut off a little bit more of this. Nope. There we go. All right. There's our pot. And then stick this over here. And there's our other piece of the cactus top. Okay, so then we'll put all these over here. Move this. Oh, you're welcome, Sharon. Okay, and then we're gonna fold our card base in half. Some of those white borders drive me crazy. Oh, drive me nuts. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, Verna. Absolutely. And I lost, oh, there we go. All right. Okay, so there we go. We've got our card base now. We're gonna take and wrap around my favorite ribbon of all time is the black and white gingham. We're gonna wrap it around and we're gonna tie a bow. This is almost the exact same layout of the first card. The centerpiece here, that piece is a little bit different, larger, and obviously it's in a different direction, but apparently I was in a mood for the same kind of layout. All right, let's tie this bow. And then let's trim off the edges here. Sorry, I was out of the screen on that one. And then we're gonna put dimensionals on the back of it and we're gonna put it on our card base. I told you we were gonna use a lot of dimensionals today. A lot. I am all about the dimensionals. All right, and then I just need one more for right there. And then we will stick this right on top like this. Perfect. And now we're going to go ahead and put our pot on here right about there. We're going to pop it up as well. And then we're going to pop up our cactus. I guess that's what you would call it, right? All right. All right. Then we'll put this down right there. We'll put this one right here up underneath the pot so that it looks like it's coming out of the pot. And that one will be straight up. And then we're gonna start putting these on, our little flowers. And what I'm gonna literally do is I'm gonna take and pull my mini glue dots. I'm gonna pull those out and then I'm just gonna stick these right on it. And I'm gonna lean down just to make sure that I get them on. I'm gonna do about 8 of them and then I'll put those on, and if I need more then I'll come back and add some more. All right, so that's 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then what I'm going to do is take your pick tool, pick it up. Now on this one, I didn't get it on the glue dot very well, so I'm going to fold that glue dot down on itself so that it's not showing. And then I'm going to put those down onto the card base. And I'm just going to randomly put them because I don't want them to be in like a exact pattern. Although it probably might end up to be some kind of pattern, but it'll be all right. We're going to stick this one right there. I'm definitely going to need more than 8, I think. Stick this one coming out here. Like that. Put that one right there. This one right here. And then let's do a couple more. There. There. And one more. And I think we'll be fine. We'll stick this one here at the very top. Okay, so there we go. That is a lot. That is what takes the longest, but it makes it so worth it in the end, I promise. All right, so now we're going to take and flip this over. We're going to put dimensionals on there. And one more. Take those backs off. I feel like sometimes I say the same things over and over again in the videos. Put the dimensionals on, take them off. Put the dimensionals on, take them off. I guess that's what makes it crafting, right? It's very repetitive. All right, I'm gonna take and see if I can move the bow just a touch that way. There we go. And I'm gonna try to get this as close as I can to that part. And then stick it down, adjust that bow, and ta-da, there is card number 2. And I did not add any embellishments to this one. I didn't think it needed it. These are kind of your embellishment for it. So, all right, so let's do card number 3. I did all cards today, all cards. And this one right here, I really wanted to use the abstract paper. I should post a picture of the cake I saw that I really wanted to do. It had like a really good, it was almost like a background like this. It had like the swishes and all that stuff on it. Let me see if I can find a, there we go, like a full sheet of it. So it had a cake that had a bunch of the swishes on it, and then it had like some gold in it, and then it had, literally it almost looked like just jade in it. And so anyway, I put that in the background. Ben said it was too busy, and I kind of agreed with him when I went back and looked at it again. So I decided to change the background a little bit. I still feel like I can make a card with the cactuses using this, but I'm gonna have to play around with it a little bit more. So what I decided to do was incorporate the gold, which is what I really liked. I really liked that, and I really liked the pale pink that was in the cake. So I incorporated those with the ribbon and then that little piece of cardstock, and then with the embellishments as well. And then added the Blushing Bride for the flowers. So that's kind of where that one came from. It was kind of a fail with what the original one was, but I liked how it turned out in the very end. So, all right, so let me pull in all the stuff I need for this one. And the Cactus Cuties does not have a birthday sentiment. So I pulled in the Home and Garden. and did the birthday wishes. All right. So we got lots of pieces here. Okay, let me grab my piercing mat, and I'm going to go ahead and stamp my large cactus, and we're going to stamp it in Just Jade. And we're going to stamp it all the way over here to the right side. Perfect. And then at the top, we're going to stamp the birthday wishes. And I'm going to pull it down just a little bit so I can get this on here, because we're going to hope that I get it straight. I think that's pretty good. I can live with that little crooked. All right. Oh, nope. I need the Magenta Madness. By the way, Just Jade and the Magenta Madness will retire at the end of April. So if you want these, make sure that you get them. All right. And then I'm going to pull in my scrap little piece of paper again, and we're going to stamp. Actually, I'm going to clean first. I'm going to clean that one, and then I got to clean the little one. All right. So we're going to stamp this. We're going to stamp that there. And then we're going to stamp there and there. All right. Got a little stack of ink pads over here. All right, so now let's do this. And I stamped that. You can see I stamped it on the wrong side, but it'll be all right. Okay, that's gonna go across there like that. So I've wasted a whole lot of paper, but I can go back through and use that. All right. So we've got that, and then we just need to do these. So we're gonna go right here. Make sure I don't have any white. And then one more. Okay. And then let's pull out the two we need, and we'll get rid of all this then. Okay, and then I can get rid of my piercing mat as well, because we don't need to stamp anymore. All right, so now on this piece, we're gonna pop all three of those up. And then take the dimensionals off, and then we're going to stick this right here along the bottom edge. Take those dimensionals off, and then go there. And I'm sticking them up underneath so it looks like they are consecutive. Just go straight on up. All right, and then we're going to take this Blushing Bride, and we're going to punch 3 of the flowers. And then one more. All right. 1, 2, and 3. And then we're going to take our mini glue dots, attach those on there. I'm going to attach that one there. And then we're going to attach that one there. And then one more. We're going attach that one right there. Okay, so now let's put the rest of our card base together. We're going to take this and fold it in half. Y'all, I can hear my husband cooking dinner, and it's starting to smell really good. All right, so we got that, and then we've got a small, well, we've got a large piece of the Just Jade, but it's going to have a really tiny border all around our DSP. So we're going to take and put adhesive on the back. And then I need it to be a little bit smaller of a border on this side. There we go. Okay. And then we're going to actually, let's see, do I pop that one up? Yes, we're going to pop that up. To grab a whole much more dimensionals. All right, and then one more. We're going to flip that over. We're going to stick it right here on our card base, just like that. And I did it again. I meant to actually wrap the gold adhesive, I mean the twine around it, but that's okay. We're gonna change it up just a little bit. I even meant to put that on before I had to hear it down, but we're gonna grab our cutter and we'll just trim this down to exactly what we need it to be, which is 4. Okay, and then we're going to put adhesive on the back of it, like that. And we'll put this on here, right about here. Make sure it's kind of even across. I think that's crooked. There we go. There we go. All right. I was looking at it at an angle and it wasn't coming out right. All right. And then I'm going to show you what I did when I messed it up. When I was doing the sample, because I decided after the fact to add the gold twine. All right. So I got to find the starting point of it. Hold on. There it is. Okay. So what I did was I just stuck it up underneath, knowing that the dimensionals are across here and across there, and I just kind of stuck it through on the center, and I just pushed a whole bunch underneath it. And then I feel like it might be on the other side. I just stuck my scissors down in it as far as they would go, and I just grab, and ta-da! It's like doing surgery. Have any of you, when you were kids, did you play the Operation, was it Doctor Operation or just Operation? It might just been called Operation. That game is kind of what you do when you're sticking ribbon through after you adhere something down. All right, so we're gonna tie the ribbon. We're gonna give it a bow, just like that. And then we will cut off the tails. We don't want them too long. Okay. Operation, yeah, okay. Nothing in front of it, right? I always say it wrong. I know it looks like a doctor. Okay, so there we go. So we got that fixed. Now we're gonna put our last little piece on, and we're gonna, of course, I actually didn't pop that one up. I actually left that flat. since I was going to put it right up underneath the ribbon or the twine. So we're just going to do this and that. And then we're going to stick it right about there. All right, and then the last thing we have to do is add our embellishments. And these are the metallic pearls. I have a sinking feeling that these may retire. They've been around for a while, but I love them. I actually do use them a lot when sending birthday cards and stuff. I'm gonna add quite a few of them. Let me add one more down there. All right. And I'm gonna see if I can move that bow just a little bit. Nope, it's not gonna move for me right now. Oops. I just undid the whole thing, didn't I? Let's try that again. I want the bow to go right here at the corner. So we're gonna try that again. There we go. Okay, perfect. All right, thank you all for joining me today. Let me grab all the cards back. Let me move all of my mess so you don't see it or see a lot of it. All right, so there we go. There was card number 1 or number 3, and then there's card number 2, and then card number 1. And I hope that I have convinced you how much you need this Cactus Cuties set, because it really is stinking cute. Oh, you did, Verna? Oh, I used to actually love playing that game. I was not very good at it, so it's probably a good thing I didn't decide to go in the medical field. Because yeah, I was not very good at it. But I did enjoy it. I did like it a lot. So, all right, guys, I hope you have a great evening, and I will see y'all next Monday. I am not, well, I say next Monday, I will probably change what we have planned for next Monday, because I haven't finished making all the cards. We may end up doing Paper Pumpkin, because I will be out of town all weekend seeing my youngest sister who just had her first child. So I'm going down there to spend the weekend with them. So I will probably have to change it to doing the Paper Pumpkin so that it's something a little bit more controlled, I guess. It's something that's already planned a little bit. So anyway, I will definitely let everybody know though if I decide to change it, and then we'll just kind of move the one that has the For the Record, we'll move that to the following week. So anyway, I hope you guys have a great rest of your evening and a great rest of the week, and I will see y'all later. Bye.